Hello, I'm Williams, and today I'm going to show you the correct technique for doing a setup. Now, when we're doing a setup, what we're trying to do is work our abdominal muscles and trying to strengthen them and stabilize them as well. So, we got to make sure that our main focus as we're doing our setup is crunching with the abs. So the first thing we're going to do is obviously we're going to get down on the ground. I'm already here. I already have my butt seated. Next thing I'm going to do is make sure that my heels and feet are on the ground. In order to do that, I'm going to have to bend my knees into my body and then place the feet flat. Okay? After I have the feet flat and my butt's on the ground, then I'm going to lean back and lay my back on the ground. So now, I'm in a position where I'm almost ready to do my setup. There's a couple variations to what you can do with your hands. You can either lay them across your chest in an X formation, or you can place them behind your neck for support. Okay, now as we do the setup, the big thing that we got to really make sure of is that we are not using our neck to pull up. What we want to pull up with is get the shoulders off the ground and pull up at the middle of your body and your abs. Okay, so I'm going to go with the X formation on the arms, and then I crunch up, pulling my shoulder blades off the ground. And then you go back down, and that's one repetition. Okay, now a lot of people complain of having neck trouble after they get done doing a setup. Well, the way we combat that is we want to pick out a spot on the ceiling, and we want to point our chin at that spot and leave that chin on the spot the whole time. This forces you to pull the shoulders off the ground as opposed to just pulling the neck up. And that's why people have that problem, because they're pulling the neck up instead of pulling at the abs and pulling the whole back off the ground. So I'm going to demonstrate that as well. So I get down in my setup position. I have my chin located on a spot on the ceiling, and it's going to stay there throughout. Good. So there's many variations of how you can do crunches, and obviously with the variations you're going to get different muscles of the abs. So one variation we can do is where instead of leaving the feet flat on the ground, we're going to do a crunch now, and we're going to have our feet in the air crossed, and now we're going to pull up just like a regular setup.